Adapting to global economic turbulence, tariffs and inflation. This is something we have to prepare for, or at least be ready for, right? We don't know what Trump is going to announce in the next 2 weeks, or what he's going to announce in the first month of 2026, but these are things that we need to bake into the strategy of the business, to be aware that these are things that will happen. And businesses that fail to adapt, we face pressure, of course. And how do leaders or prepare or respond to these things? You can use AI, to anticipate what your supply chain will look like. Diversify sourcing so that if something were to happen, you are not bound by a single market. Build financial resilience into your strategy. So these are the things for you to do so that you can survive some sort of a global economic turbulence that may happen in 2026. Again, these things don't announce themselves, right? We don't know what world leaders are thinking or how the world can change. We are seeing China and other countries coming together that we never thought would come together. We don't know the impact that is going to have on business in the future and all of that. So adaptability as a core strategy for survival as well. Market dominance is no longer about resources or longevity. I mentioned this earlier when I started. And Peter Diamandis said, by 2030, there will be two types of companies: those who fully utilize AI and those who are out of business. So these are the two companies that will exist, according to him, by 2030. So this means that, again, it's not about resources. It's not about how much money you have. It's about adaptability. How fast can you adapt? So constant reinvention is the only insurance policy for tomorrow, for 2026 and beyond. So adapt to change. And one of my favorite quotes is by Charles Darwin, and he said, "It is not the strongest species that will survive, nor the most intelligent. It is the one that is most adaptable to change." Are there some intelligent people in the room? Hello? Okay, no one is intelligent this morning, okay. So there comes a time when your intelligence will not save you, and that time is now, all right? It is how fast you can adapt. And Kakuzo said, the act of life is a constant readjustment to your surroundings. How fast can you adjust? You see, if you look at the chameleon there, this image I put is very purposeful. It changes color. If the environment is becoming pink, it changes to that. If the environment is becoming blue, it changes to that. It doesn't say, blue is really my favorite color. I don't want to change from blue to pink. It changes based on its environment, and that is how businesses should operate, like a chameleon. I don't mean that type of a chameleon that you can't trust, right? When some people, you call them a chameleon, you know what you're dealing with. So exponential change, again, in the past, disruptions were linear and relatively predictable. New tools that came into the market took a long time to be adopted. If we look at how long it took for the cell phone to be adopted, how long it took for the internet, to be mainstream and all of that. But tools that are coming into the market now, they're taking a couple of days, like ChatGPT, 5 days, and it reached insane amounts of adoption. So with this fast adoption rate, it gives very little room for businesses to adapt. So meaning that in the past, businesses had a long time to adapt slowly. It was linear, but today, change is exponential, meaning that businesses have to just be as fast as the world is changing as well. Entire industries being redefined in less than 5 years, sometimes less than a year, actually. Products becoming obsolete before they even reach maturity. So you have to check your market. What are you launching? What plans are you? The whole 5-year plan may no longer be effective because by the time you're thinking, oh, this is going to happen,